Hi boys and girls, welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. Today, I hope you'll notice, let's see, hi hand. I have a couple new plants up there and over to my back and up here. Thank you, Merrick and Caitlin, I love it. And all my artwork, Lydia and Asher, thank you. Today let's start with the riddle. I almost forgot. Got so excited about my stuff. The riddle is what breaks in water but not on land. Think about it. We're reading about landforms today, and this is called, now you may say, well, what is a landform? Well, that's what we're going to read about. Introducing Landforms, a Bobby Kalman book. So that's the author. Introducing landforms. It's one of my favorite subjects. And if you're doing benchmark, that's what we're doing in benchmark right now. And I have some stories about it and Raz Kids too. So check them out. Introducing landforms. Now this has our table of contents to show us if we just want to look at a certain kind of landform, we go to that page. But I'm going to read all of them. How the Earth looks. There are 7 huge areas of land. These areas are called continents. The continents are North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Oceania, and Antarctica. There are huge areas of water around the continents. The areas of water are called oceans. These children are making a map of the continents, naming each continent that the child is painting. Wonder what they are. What are landforms? The continents are Earth's biggest landform. Landforms are different shapes of land on Earth. In some places, the land is flat. In other places, the land is tall and steep. There are many kinds of landforms on Earth. What shapes the land? Landforms are shaped by wind, fire, water, and ice, all of the elements. Landforms are also shaped by movements in the earth under the ground. Some landforms are shaped by animals or people. So here, and then I love the pictures here. Small underwater animals created this island. It's probably made of coral. People created this peninsula. It sticks out. Here, wind and water shaped the rocks. Fire shapes the mountain. Yikes. And here, ice creates many landforms. Our beautiful Earth. Landforms are different in different places. They make Earth interesting and beautiful. Without landforms, Earth would look the same everywhere. Earth, look at the pictures on the pages. Are there landforms like these where you live? Let's see. Here is, these people are sliding down a waterfall in a canyon. We have some canyons if it rains. There's the beach where the children are playing on the beach. The snow, you have to go up there. This boy lives near the coast. He's exploring a sea cave. And here these children are visiting a desert. They're learning about mesas and buttes. You'll learn about these landforms and many more in this book. Keep reading. I think we have almost all these. You might have to drive a little bit of a ways, but we get to see a lot where we live. We're fortunate. Ocean meets land. A coast is a landform. It is the edge of land where it meets the ocean. Coasts can be very different. Some are rocky with cliffs. A cliff is a tall, steep rock. Other coasts have beaches. A beach is an area of sand or pebbles next to water. The water at many beaches is shallow and clear. The coast and water. Peninsulas and sea caves are landforms that are parts of some coasts. Some coasts give the ocean waters near them different shapes. Bays, coves, and harbors are ocean waters that are shaped by coasts. They are shown below. You can see a peninsula sticking out, a bay, the harbors where the boats are, and a cove over here. Let's see a little closer. Rivers and lakes. Rivers and lakes are bodies of water that are on continents. A river is a large stream of water that flows into a lake or an ocean. A lake is a body of water that has land all around it. The water in rivers and lakes is fresh water. Fresh water does not have very much salt in it. What makes lakes? Lakes form in large basins in the earth. A basin is like a bowl. Many lakes form from melting glaciers. A glacier is a slow-moving river of ice. The water in the lakes comes mainly from rivers and streams that flow into them. Some of the water comes from rain and melting snow. Water all around. Islands are landforms that have water all around them. They are found in oceans, rivers, and lakes. Some islands are huge, other islands are tiny. This is a small island in a lake. Kind of cool. Islands from corals. Some islands are formed with coral reefs, from coral reefs. Coral reefs are huge underwater landforms found near coast. They are made up of corals. Corals are the hard skeletons or covering of tiny animals called coral polyps. When coral polyps die, their skeletons are left behind. Coral reefs are made up of the skeletons that pile up. When they pile up above water, islands are formed. So here, kind of you can see under, pretty interesting. High mountains. Have you ever climbed a mountain? A mountain is a very high area of rocky land. It is wide at the bottom and narrow at the top. It has steep sides. Mountains are small and mountains that are not small and steep are called hills. Alone or in groups, some mountains stand alone. A mountain that stands alone does not have any other mountains around it. Most mountains are in groups. A group of mountains is called a mountain range. There are many mountain ranges on Earth. Beautiful pictures because we live in a beautiful planet. The valleys below. Valleys are low landforms that are between mountains. They are also below mountains. They are between mountains and below mountains. Some valleys have curved sides. Valleys with curved sides are U-shaped. Other valleys have steep sides. Valleys with steep sides are V-shaped. This picture shows a V-shaped valley. Down in the valley, the weather is warmer in the valleys than on the mountains around them. Trees, grasses, and flowers grow in the valley. There are rivers too. Elk, rabbits, chipmunks, and hawks live in the valleys. This horse has found food to eat in the valley. Wide, flat plains. Much of the land on Earth is made up of plains. Plains are huge areas of nearly flat land. Some plains are covered in bushes or forest. Forests are areas with many trees. Other plains are covered in grasses and flowers. They are called grasslands or prairies. Good for farming. The soil on plains is good for growing crops. Crops are plants that people grow for food. Plains are also good places to raise farm animals. On plains, there is plenty of grass to eat for cows, horses, and sheep. Desert landforms. Deserts are dry areas that get very little rain. Strong winds blow in deserts. The wind pushes the sand into huge piles called dunes. Dunes are desert landforms. Desert oasis. In some parts of deserts, there is water underground. When the water comes up from the ground, it makes an oasis. An oasis is an area of desert where plants will grow. These palms are growing in a desert oasis. Mesas and buttes. Mesas are other desert landforms. Mesas are hills and mountains with flat tops and very steep sides. Wind blows sand against the sides of mesas. Over time, the mesas become very narrow. When they become narrow, the mesas are called buttes. So if you look here, this is a mesa, a big one with a flat top, and over time they become buttes because they become narrower. Deep canyons. Canyons are landforms that are also found in dry areas. Canyons are much deeper than the land around them is. Many canyons have rivers running through them. The rivers wear away the rocks in the canyons. Over time, the rivers change the shapes of the canyons. Strange shapes. Some canyons have hoodoos. Hoodoos are thin rocks that rise up from the ground in dry areas. They have interesting shapes. Some hoodoos look like giant mushrooms. Other hoodoos look like weird creatures. Interesting landforms, aren't they? Caves and caverns. Caves are underground landforms. They are empty areas inside the earth. Some caves have huge rooms. The rooms are called caverns. Some caverns are joined by tunnels. There are tunnels deep inside this cavern. Rock formations. Many caves have rock formations that are still growing and forming. The formations in caves are made from minerals. Some formations hang from the ceilings in caves. They are called stalactites. Other formations grow from the ground up. They are called stalagmites. Stalactites and stalagmites often join together. When they join together, they are called columns. So here you can see stalactite if it goes down, stalagmite if it goes up, and if they join together, it's a column. What is a volcano? A volcano is an opening in the Earth's surface. Some volcanoes are active and some are dormant or not active. An active volcano still erupts or explodes. Smoke, ash, and lava shoot out from its opening. Lava is hot liquid rock. After lava pours out, it dries and gets hard. Each time a volcano erupts, the dried lava builds up. The volcano gets bigger and bigger. Mountains of lava. Dried lava can get so tall that it makes a mountain. Some volcanoes erupt every day and the mountain just keeps growing. Volcanoes that erupt underwater become mountains too. They grow until their tops reach above the surface of the water and their tops become islands. They think that maybe how Hawaii was formed. Now here is all the landforms. I'm not gonna have you take a quiz. You can borrow this book from me sometime if you'd wanna take the quiz. Can you remember what these all are? Okay, it's a fun book. I'm gonna be reading more and more books about landforms on and off and doing some activities for the next 3 weeks or so. No, it won't be every day, but every couple days we'll read a book about a new landform. This was just an introduction because we're just starting to learn about landforms. Now, to answer the riddle, what breaks in the water but not on land? A wave. A wave, psh, when it folds down, that's breaking. So it doesn't break like you think a glass would break. Kind of silly. I have a fun activity that involves maybe getting a little messy. You ready to join me? Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. Miss you and love you. Bye-bye, guys.